Good morning, guys. Good morning, Steve. Right, today is a garden transformation day. Are we excited?
Born excited.
We're excited, but also really can't be bothered. So, I am going to quickly run you through what the garden's currently looking like. I already have 2 other garden kind of transformation videos. It's not really a transformation, I'm being so dramatic. It's just some changes to our garden. But I'll talk you through what our garden's looking like at the moment and talk you through what we want to do to it this weekend. So we love the fact that the garden just comes straight off of the kitchen. We have these big bifold doors, so obviously we can just like throw them open. Having said that, the garden's not huge and it's very, very overlooked, as you can see. So basically, I think it was the last video I did, we painted the fence black and also added in this flower bed which runs all the way along the back. Milo actually dug up all of the plants when he was a puppy, so it's currently very, very bare, so that's something we want to look at today. We're gonna actually add some trellising onto the top of this fence to bring the fence up and just give us a little bit more privacy. On the other side of the fence there's actually stuff growing up the back of the fence, so we're hoping that by putting some trellising up it will kind of allow the plants at the back to grow up it and give us a little bit more screening. So that's the plan for that. These are all the plants. So all of these plants my mum actually dropped off. Also, a question I get asked quite a lot is where is that from? That is actually a filing cabinet that I painted. And I believe those are 𝘭𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮. My mum told me this, I didn't even realise. So I wanted to get more of those to go in the flower bed at the back, but they were sold out. So this is what my mum bought. This is thyme. This is mint. She also bought me some of these really cute little long grasses. I believe that's marjoram. And then I can't remember what that one is just there. And then these ones I got yesterday from B&Q. These are called 𝘰𝘮𝑚𝑜US. And they were 4 for £11. They actually had a offer on this weekend for 20% off. And then these are some bulbs I planted in that wicker basket thing, which is looking very sad. So I'm going to plant those out there as well. So trellising, plants, lovely stuff. And then this is the table that I upcycled. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link that here. We obviously need a home for this because it's not going to stay on the grass. And this area, you guys may not have seen before because I don't know why I would have shown it. So we have this kind of random stoned area, but there is like a pathway leading through. And what's really difficult is you can't really put a table there because it would be like half on the stones, half on the paving. It's kind of really difficult to lay things out. We could have it going that way, but it's not really enough room to get in and out of the benches. So we're gonna pull up this path. They're not cemented down, they're literally just like resting on top. So that should be pretty easy. And then we're just gonna like rake all the stones out. We might need to buy some more. And then for edging, that is what this bit of wood is for. So when we bought it as a new build, this is what they put in as like a little barrier. So I got a piece of strip wood, I think this was about £3-4, which is the same size, and it actually is the perfect size. So I've got some wood stain. I think I'm just going to stain it darker and put that in there as like a little barrier for the stones and the grass. So first up, we need to we're actually going to try and spray the trellising that we bought black before we try and put it up, because I think that should be a lot more easier than trying to spray it once we put it up. It's still very early, so I think we're going to have breakfast and get cracking. So these are the bits of trellising that we got. So I think these were only £14 each from B&Q. I got 4 of them, and I think they're 60 centimetres tall by 2.4 meters. So yeah, we got 4, but the last one will have to be cut so that it can kind of go on that corner bit. This is what we used on the fences last year, and it says that it's one coat, and that's an absolute lie. I had to do 2 coats, but I used my sprayer, which was much better than using a paintbrush. But this time they didn't have any of this because it was out of stock. So this was on offer. I picked up this. It looks a bit better, but we shall see. Right, we have just gotten back from B&Q because, like I said, B&Q have 20% off of all plants. I think all plants, or is it just outdoor plants? Dunno. They've got an offer running at the moment, which is 20% off. So I got those 𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮 shrubs yesterday. It's bank holiday weekend, so we wanted to get something to go in those black pots along the back of the fence. So let me show you what we got. We went for these bad boys. So these are climbers, yeah, like leafy climbers, and I think they're gonna have like white flowers on them. So these were only £9 each, but then we had 20% off. So I think for all 3 they were like 21 quid. I also picked up one of these because my mum brought over that big mint plant, and she said that if we plant it out to keep it in the pot, because apparently the roots are just like fucking crazy or something, they just go mad. Yeah. So I actually thought we could have something on the table and just have like a pot of mint would be really nice because it'll smell really good. So I got one of these terracotta pots. I think that was about £5, and then one of these for it to kind of sit on, that was like £3, so like £8 for the set. What else did we get? Yes, we picked up some more grass seed. This is the one that we always get, the Westland child and pet friendly one. Works really well because I think there's like seed and feed in there, and our grass was like all of this, like literally all of this was bald, wasn't it? Yeah, just like really a mud pit.
All around the edges.
And in the middle there was all a mud pit as well because of the dogs fighting. So yeah, works really well. Are you ready to start spraying?
Born ready.
Born ready. I've got it all set up. We're just going to use our little spray gun thing and get them all painted first. Okay, so first coat is done. It's definitely going to need another one. This, what's it called? Air sprayer is really, really good, but to get it to work, you have to water the paint down loads to actually be able to get it through. So it probably would have, if you use the paint neat and you just paint it on, you're probably going to need 1 coat. Milo. But because we had to water it down so much, it means we're going to need 2, but it is a lifesaver because it takes so much less time than painting it on with a brush. So while we're waiting for the fence panels to dry before their second coat, we are going to start pulling up this path, and we're going to give that bit of strip wood just a little coat of wood stain before we lay it down here. Right, so we're definitely going to need more stones. There's just not enough to cover it. And also, I think Taylor Wimpey was scraping the barrel when they put this down, because there's just like bits of rubble and pottery in here, which is ridiculous. So yeah, potentially going to get some more stones from maybe like B&M. This seems to be holding up well. The little piece of strip would obviously be a bit better once we have more stones in place to kind of hold it down. But yeah, it's nice to kind of see what it's going to look like. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks good.
I think it makes a bit... Yeah, I think it makes a bit more sense than just having a little pathway, doesn't it?
What used to really irritate me was like, with the pathway, it was like, it wasn't centre to this.
Yeah, it was like a path and then there were stones there. And then, yeah. I think it I mean, although it looks a little bit...
I think it looks a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I think it does as well. It's just way more usable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once we put another layer of stones down, I think it will look really good. Right, so we've just been to B&M and we've picked up 6 of these. So we went for the Cotswolds chippings. It was 3 for £10. And this should hopefully be plenty to cover it, I would have thought.
Crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So we're just gonna, we've got our lunch in the oven, so we thought we'd just, I'll move this out of the way. These have had 2 coats as well now, so they're ready to be put up.
You happy for me to start?
Yeah.
The time to fix myself, taking some light. Oh, don't do this right.
Okay, it's time. I feel like we've put this off enough. We're gonna put, you can't even see them, the trellising panels up. We're scared, but we're...
I'll take the time to fix myself, taking some light. Oh, don't do this right. Too much at once, mess up and see the pain that does. No help, I don't need it. Do my own thing when I feel mistreated. Too long, it's misleading. Need to wake up, realize I'm dreaming. I'll try, I'm worried it will take too long, but I'll take the time to fix myself, taking some light. Oh, don't do this right. Surface, feet on the ground. Inside I'm real nervous. All night I felt like I might be on my way to finally feeling okay.
Okay guys, so it is the next day. We finished the garden yesterday, managed to get everything that we wanted to get done in one day, which we were super happy with. Very exhausted by the end of the day, hence why I'm filming the outro to this today. Yeah, we're really happy with it, and we actually had dinner in the garden last night, which is the first time we've done that in a very long time. So let me show you what it is looking like at the moment. So like I said, we honestly couldn't be happier. I hope this whole video just kind of shows that basically you don't need to spend loads and loads and loads of money renovating a garden. Quite often you can make small changes that can just kind of elevate the space a little bit. When we first moved in here, it was a new build. The whole garden was just very bland. There was nothing really interesting in the garden. It was just like a green block of grass basically. So yeah, I've tried to be very creative with our budget and just try and transform it a little bit. But we were literally sitting in the garden last night just saying, how much nicer is this? Why did we not do this sooner? So to give you guys a little recap, and I'll hopefully cover off like pricings and stuff like that as well. So obviously the main change in the garden was adding the trellising at the top of the fence. This has given us a lot more privacy. We obviously looked at getting actual sort of fence toppers and things like that. It would have costed a lot more. I ended up buying 4 of those kind of lattice panels from B&Q. I'll try and link as much as possible down below. But those were 2.4 meters each by 60 centimeters high, and they were £14 each. We got 4 of them, and then we just painted them black. I think that fence paint was £16. I think it was on offer at the time. I'd actually really recommend that fence paint. It was very, very good. Because my mum actually gave us loads of plants, we were very, very fortunate. But yeah, we didn't even spend that much on plants. So the tall plants were the most expensive ones. They are climber plants. I can't remember the name of them now, but I think I showed them to you earlier. So those were actually £9 per plant. We got 3 of those. We did get a cheeky discount on that to the 20% off at B&Q. We also got the 4 unanimous shrubs. They were 4 for £11 from B&Q again, and we did get a 20% discount this weekend as well. My mum got us the kind of longer wispy grass bits. She also very kindly gifted us that massive mint plant, which we have put on the table, which looks amazing. By now my table upcycle video would have gone live, so I will link that here in case you want to go check that out. But it is still missing 1 bench. I need to do 1 more bench. That table and bench set was £30 off of Gumtree. I spent probably about £30–40 renovating it. So all in all, roughly about £70 for a garden table, I think is pretty good. And I just love that we've added in that bit of wood and the black. I think it's nice and contrasting, and it just kind of, everything's very black in our garden and our house. So it's nice to add in some natural kind of tones with the table as well. And that's why I actually got the terracotta pot, because I thought it would add so much more warmth to the area. It tied in with the red brick really well. So that terracotta pot, I believe, was about £5. It's huge though. And also the little tray underneath, because we're having it sat on a table, obviously don't want to get water damage. That was another £3 about that. But what is great about getting a terracotta pot like that is, in a couple of years time, if you don't like the colour, you can paint it. Whereas plastic, not as easy to paint. The other big transformation in that area is obviously we pulled up all of those patio slabs, like the pathway, and extended the stones out, which honestly looks so much better. I don't know whether it will be obvious in the footage, but that area literally looks so much bigger than it did before. Because it's not chopped up by that path, it's just one big area of stones. It honestly looks so much bigger. So maybe if you have a similar area like that, that might be something to keep in mind, how things like that can kind of just play with your eye a little bit. So obviously we added some more stones down there. We went for the Cotswold stones we got them from B&M. We ended up using 6 bags. It was 3 bags for £10. We got 6, so that was £20. When we originally put the stone down, we were really worried because our original stone was a really, really small kind of orangey shingle type stone. And these are obviously much bigger, kind of whiter tone stones. So when we first put them down, we just thought, oh God, they look so stupid because the colors are so different. But now that we've been walking on it, the dogs have been walking on it, I feel like they've mixed in so much better, and I actually really like it. It gives a lot of variation in color. But yeah, I definitely feel like, I don't know if it's just me, it feels like a lot more kind of Mediterranean, much nicer. I also added in that piece of wooden strip wood, so I think that was about like £3.50 or something like that. That's actually a really good option if you're looking for some sort of edging for like your garden, rather than going for that kind of plasticky stuff, which is my other option I was looking at. I think that's everything we actually spent. We totaled it up earlier, and for the things that we just did in this video, it was about £100. But yeah, I hope this video has inspired you guys to get a little bit more hands-on and potentially get a little bit more thrifty and transform your outdoor space. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an upcoming video. And until next time, I will see you guys later.